the VP of sales at the time for this luxury automotive manufacturer, I'm not kidding, stood up and said, nobody is going to give us their email addresses. And prior to us, it was predominantly done by paper. You would pick up your vehicle in the service drive after servicing it, and there might be like a mirror hanger, a paper mirror hanger hanging from your mirror. And it's like you tick the boxes, and if you're lucky, you'd go back into the dealership and like submit it, give it to someone. Or like most people did, ripped it off, threw it on the floor of their car, and as the winter went on, it would disintegrate from the snow load in your vehicle, right? Like, so we changed that. We revolutionized the industry by this crazy thing at the time called email back in 2005. We're like, there's got to be a better way to do this. Nobody wants to do a paper mirror hanger. Let's do an email-based survey. It was like radical thinking. I remember the first customer that we had was a luxury automotive manufacturer, and I was in the boardroom with their C-suite team, convincing them, selling, on how we were going to change their world away from paper-based surveys to electronic surveys. And the VP of sales at the time for this luxury automotive manufacturer, I'm not kidding, stood up and said, nobody is going to give us their email addresses. This is what it was like back then, 2005. And
There's
like
so many.
It was a real fear. They were like, and back then they were conceptualizing, can we pay people to give us their email address? Maybe we should incent the customer. $1, we'll give you $5, a cup of coffee, whatever the case may be, in exchange for an email address, because they were so terrified that the community or the customer base would just withhold that. Now, obviously it's commonplace. And we proved that out over time. And when that became commonplace / mainstream, it was like, all right, we're off to the races. And we capitalized that as a company and forever changed the industry.